Hello everyone, and welcome to Chaotic.Neutral's ultimate guide to GTA griefing. In this series, you will learn about the best weapons, vehicles, tactics, and tools to grief grinders and destroy cargo in GTA Online. This is Griefing 102, Griefing Methods. Part 1 is Stores. Griefing players in stores will require you to close the store, since players are in a sort of pseudo-passive mode while they've got the shopping menu open. Killing the cashier NPC inside any given store will close it and kick any players inside out of the shopping menu, allowing you to kill them. To grief players in clothing stores, just shoot the cashier through the glass door, then kill anyone inside. For griefing players in ammunition, you'll have to walk through the door while shooting, since the door is solid and can't be shot through. Kill the cashier, then murder any players inside. To grief players in the tattoo parlor, you will need to use explosives, since the tattoo guy is usually unkillable. You can spam rockets at the door, or use a grenade launcher. Usually this will kill both the NPC and the player inside at the same time. Griefing the barbershop works more or less the same way as the tattoo parlor. The barber NPC is unkillable with guns while giving a haircut, but again, you can often just spam rockets or grenades at the door to kill them, along with any players inside. The strip club works the same way as ammunition. Walking through the front door while firing a gun will close the club and allow you to kill anyone inside. Although if a player is getting a private dance, you'll have to wait for them to finish before they spawn. A universal griefing method that works for all stores is to simply park a car in front of the doors to prevent them from opening and trap the player inside. They will have to EWO to escape since they can't use their weapons inside the store, and since many players don't know you can do this, they may even be trapped inside until they leave the session. Part 2. LS Customs. To kick players out of LS Customs and kill them, drive a vehicle up to the entrance so that the garage door opens. Move it under the door and get out. The door will get stuck on the roof of your vehicle, and you'll be able to shoot the mechanic from underneath the door. This will boot the player out of the customs menu and spawn them in their car inside of the garage. Shoot them with an RPG and watch them rage. This will often result in players accusing you of hacking, which is extra funny because you don't need hacks to do this. I've noticed that the only surefire way of killing the mechanic is to use the explosive shotgun. Often RPGs and regular guns will not kill him. Part 3. Missions and Heists. The primary way to grief missions and heists is to accidentally fail objectives or get yourself killed. If you can do this in a way that you can play off as just being new or bad at the game, you might even be able to do it multiple times. Examples include driving mission vehicles into the sea, using explosives around critical NPCs and vehicles to blow them up, running out of cover into hostiles to get yourself killed, alerting guards on purpose, or even simply joining something and immediately going AFK. It's best to fail the mission as close to completion as possible. This will result in maximum frustration for other players and maximum lulz for you. Part 4 is VIP work. VIP work is surprisingly easy to grief, and the game will alert you when this is possible. You can also make some extra cash by doing this, typically between $10,000 and $20,000. Many missions only require you to kill the rival CEO once. This makes them fail the mission, and you get paid. These missions are one of the easiest ways to make a quick buck, and can be hilarious if you kill them right before they complete their final objective. Other missions have you steal an item that your rival is carrying and deliver it to an objective. These can be even more fun since they will chase you around the map while raging at you. Part 5 is destroying cargo. Destroying cargo is the most effective way in the entire game to grief other players. Unlike other griefing methods mentioned here, destroying cargo can cause potentially irreversible financial damage. Players have to spend money to source crates, cars, product, and gun running supplies, so when you destroy their cargo during sale missions, they lose their initial investment as well as whatever payout they would have gotten from selling it. For a full warehouse sale, at $18,000 spent per 3 crates sourced. This could be as much as $666,000, in addition to the hours and hours they wasted sourcing those crates. You can destroy cargo in any vehicle, on foot, or use the orbital cannon. One of the best methods is to own a jet and a hangar, set your spawn location to the hangar, and repeatedly join new public sessions until you find someone delivering cargo. You need to be outside to get notified that they have cargo, so you should hop in your jet as soon as you spawn and go outside. Alternatively, you can use a Hydra as your personal vehicle and set your spawn location to random, which will always spawn you outside, and you will be instantly notified if there's cargo once you spawn in. You should use Ghost Organization and Off the Radar while making your way towards players transporting cargo, especially if using a jet. Some grinders are smart enough to keep an eye on the map while selling and sourcing, and seeing a jet making a beeline for them on one of those missions will sometimes prompt them to leave the session or go off the radar themselves. If they are soloing a 3-vehicle sell mission, you should destroy the vehicles they aren't using first, since this is less likely to alert them than going straight for the player. It can also be very useful to look at the different player icons in the map and remember what they stand for. For example, very few players drive an insurgent around the map, or use a boat on the southern part of the map, or cruise around in the Phantom Wedge. So if you say players in those icons, there's a very high chance that they're doing a sell mission that hasn't pinged the session yet. This lets you get a head start on getting to them and can make the difference between successfully destroying their cargo and watching them make the sale. Part 6. Heist Preps and Nightclub Missions. Similarly to destroying cargo, the game will notify you that you can steal heist prep equipment when this is possible. While it may not necessarily be useful to you, it's still an effective griefing method to prevent players from doing their heist preps. You can also destroy the plane that players use to scout KO Perico. While there isn't a notification for this, it can be fairly obvious when you're able to do this, since players will have a plane icon on the map and will generally very slowly make their way from the northern part of the map to the southern end. Simply destroy the plane and they will fail the mission. Nightclub missions are almost identical to destroying cargo in terms of reward and notification. Players will usually be in a car, helicopter, or blimp, and simply killing them once and destroying their vehicle will fail the mission and earn you some cash and RP. Some of these vehicles may be invincible and you'll have to shoot the player out of them and then drive the vehicle into water to destroy it. It's also absolutely critical that you message players L's as soon as possible after you kill them. This ensures that they know who's on top. You should combine these methods with an extended period of spawn killing in order to ensure maximum griefage. This adds insult to injury, since now not only have their plans been disrupted, but they are also incapable of playing the game at all. If a player initially fights back and eventually just goes AFK, this is when you know you've successfully completed the griefing process and made them give up entirely. Thanks for watching. This has been Griefing 102, Griefing Methods. Keep an eye out for the next video, Griefing 103, Combat and Tactics. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with the latest griefing guides and cargo griefing videos. Thanks, and have a great day.